Welcome to the Crimson Guitars Saturday Workshop. This is where every Saturday I take a look at something interesting to guitar builders. And oftentimes, interesting word, oftentimes that will be a tool of some sort. A tool review, an unboxing, or every now and then an effects pedal or a pickup or something like that. I am still on a tool bent because, well, as this workshop is expanding more and more and more, I am having to buy in a lot of stuff for our luthiers and apprentices and everybody to use. And one of those things is what we're looking at today, which is a new Proxxon multi-tool, a drill grinder type thing. Now, the reason for this is that Ezra, who is currently upstairs making our nut slotting files, has managed to destroy my Dremel multi-tool. And that almost made me cry. I've had that tool for 14 years or so. And anyway, now, when I bought that, Dremel was the only option. And they are very, very good, and this one has lasted for a very, very long time. However, I have in the meantime met Proxxon. And I've bought quite a few Proxxon tools over the years, including a now discontinued micro router. Basically, it looks like a normal full-size pillar router, but it's tiny. And sadly, they've discontinued that because, honestly, I wanted to sell them. Because it's perfect for inlay work. There's no way for me to disable that phone in here. Let's throw it against a wall. Anyhow, so basically what I've done is I've gone out and bought a Proxxon kit and also a little mini router base specifically for inlay work. And based on what I find today, if this works out, I'm going to add both of these things into our shop. Because we will only sell things that are good for luthiers, and I think that these might well be absolutely ideal. It comes very nice. This is the Professional Drill Grinder, IBS. That's unfortunate. IBS / or -E. And what a box. Oops. Oh, I've dropped some of the tools. Now, they do have... Oh, this has been sitting in the workshop waiting for me. My goodness, that is... I don't know if you can see that against my skin there. That's the tiniest little milling cutter I've seen. In a very long time. 0.5. So that's a ½ mil milling cutter that comes as standard. Comes with the collets, comes with some tools. I haven't got a clue what this is. It must be a... I don't know. We'll have to see. But the thing is, this is absolutely solid. That is really... They do a budget range, a budget model, which is... Oh, that's even ergonomic. That fits nice. Oh. They do a slightly one on a slightly tighter budget, which is made out of plastic instead of this metal bit here. But this looks wonderful. I'm going to plug her in, really. And then we'll see. Oh, and that goes there. Aha! Oh, and that comes out. So it comes with a little mini That's excellent. That must be a mill. That's a mini drill, that is. Okay, first of all, I must say that this tool is one that I've bought. Every now and then people do send us either free or heavily discounted stuff to look at for our opinion, and you know, if we like it, to do a video. Because there's no point in doing a video about something I don't like, really. Although, in this case, well, I'm fairly sure I'm going to like it, knowing the company. Now, I've just had a quick look at the nicely brief instruction manual. With my record block plane, it came with the little booklet that came with a simple plane was about 12 or 15 mil thick. It beggars the mind. Anyway, they say the Proxxon drill grinder is the ideal machine for fine drilling, milling, grinding, polishing, brushing, derusting, engraving, enchasing, and cutting. Use it with steel, non-ferrous metal, glass, wood, etc., etc., etc. Now here's the interesting bit. The drilling spindle is fitted with a high-precision ball bearing and runs without clearance in the die-cast aluminium housing. It has a quiet running, permanently excited motor. Special motor with electronic speed control and ensures maximum power with small constructive dimensions. The compact housing is made of glass fiber reinforced nylon with a 20 mil collar on the aluminium section of the housing with steel clamping jaws, etc. I'm starting to bore myself. The first time I read it, I was like, ooh. The second time I'm reading it to you, yes. Quick and easy change, etc. Basically, they have made this out of top quality components, and let's get that thing off. It just feels, very, very, very nice, and I'm rather excited. I have found what this little piece is for. It is to change the tool with. That's a really nice positive button there, and I need to change this collet because I have a lovely little 3 mil, yeah, it's a 3 mil shaft, but a 1 mil milling cutter specifically for inlay work. Now that all feels good. It doesn't have a universal collet in it, or a chuck. There we go. So tighten that up by hand. And there we go. No messing around with a pair of pliers or anything like that. We have success. It really feels, this really feels amazing. Okay, let's plug her in. It's plugged in on its lowest setting. This is the first time I've ever turned it on. That is about a foot away from my microphone at the moment. At full volume, that is drastically quieter than my Dremel. Crikey. All right. Well, I'm going to go at full speed and I'm going to cut into some shell here. Let's see what we've got. In the end, with these tools, you can get a much smaller one. Do you know what? For engraving, that's actually usable. That's not too heavy. The weight is predominantly down here, and that's actually comfortable when being held like a pen. Anyway, let's see. That was absolutely effortless. I probably should have chosen something with slightly fewer lines on it. Anyhow, I mean, you can see what I'm talking about, yeah. It is a substantial tool. This is, you know, this is quality. And I think they retail at about £100. And basically, well, £100 for the whole kit is not half bad. Okay, this isn't particularly scientific. This is my old Dremel, which is actually not doing too bad at the moment. But here she is at full power. And this is the Proxxon. That's absolutely mind-blowing. Turns out they took the motor out of this and cleaned it up a bit. So she still has life yet. You know, as a direct comparison, this is slightly smaller, although I think the newer ones are bigger. This is all plastic, that's metal. And I've just destroyed the collet over the years of this. But anyway, on to the next stage of this. And that is looking at this little router base. And this is actually the reason why I got what I decided I might quite like to become a stockist of Proxxon's stuff. This looks very similar to something that Stu Mac makes, but maybe not. Well, here we go. That's a little wobbly, but they both lock off. You've got the height adjustment there. Now this little bit of kit even comes with, of course, that's got a pin in there. Yes, let's put our finger on the pin. That's for doing circles. That's interesting. Yeah, it even comes with a fence for doing that sort of work. However, this is about a quarter the price of the other tool currently on the market. So let's see. And it actually looks like this would fit, this would work with Dremels as well. So that effectively, for about 20 odd pounds, converts your mini tool into a router base. And actually, I must say, well. I've got a much better view of things than I did with the little dedicated Proxxon router that I was talking about. I'm going to find something to inlay quickly. That's set for the 0 point, and if you take it over the edge, push that down a little bit. I'm now going to cut, and I'm going to, well, a little bit more relief in that actually, because I don't want to go too deep. Okay, and once she's set, lock off the two arms, and we can go. I'm just going to, of course it was backwards, I think. I'm going to go straight down into the work and see what happens. Well, I never. from a point of view of inlay, that is highly precise and I love it.